My name is Rachel Jackson,
I'm Betsy Lessig.
And I'm Maddie Lessig.
and we are privileged to be those who are involved with the ministry called Pure Joy. And we've been doing this now for about a year, almost a year, right? And so that's something that we really love, we really care about. We've grown to not be able to live without it.
So here's a question for you. Do you feel like respite care being provided in our community has added to our program called Pure Joy?
Funny you should ask. Just this morning, we had someone come in and observe a little bit of what we're doing in Pure Joy. And I explained to her that what is such, I think, a part of wisdom is that respite was started first a year before Pure Joy. And what's happened then is because respite happens every other Saturday, we have kids there that we're providing a safe place for, a loving environment, a place where their parents know they can bring them, they can leave them there, they can go out to eat, they can do whatever they need to get respite while we're there with their kids, and they've grown to trust us, they've grown to appreciate us, and what I love is that when they come to pick up their kids, sometimes there's even tears in their eyes as they say thank you so much, and that just makes it all wonderful for us to do that. So what happened then is after that was going for a good year, then we started Pure Joy, and immediately some of the families that we had met in respite that were not even a part of our church just naturally started bringing their kids. I can think of at least 2-3 families that had really no connection to our church, but because of respite, when they heard about Pure Joy, they understood they could come there and trust us and leave their kids with us and know that they would be loved, that they would be safe, that they would be given Jesus. So it's cool.
Yeah, Betsy, I have a question for you. A couple of Sundays ago, we lost a member of our church family, and the sermon was about that. And one of our family members came in and asked you a pretty heart-heavy question. Can you share about that?
Yes, we were talking about forgiveness too, and this mother of her boy is in our Pure Joy class, and she was concerned, just really kind of sobbing and questioning how can my boy get into heaven, because he doesn't understand about forgiveness. He doesn't understand these things. So I really tried to comfort her as much as I could, that God wasn't going to hold him accountable for things that he couldn't understand, and that with full confidence I told her that he would definitely be in heaven with us. But, she's fairly new to church too, because they haven't had the availability to go to a worship service and be fed and understand those basic biblical truths that, some of us might take for granted. And it was really troubling her that she was afraid her special needs children would not be in heaven. So.
And that was a family that started coming to church because of respite. They heard at respite about Pure Joy and made the transition. Such a wonderful bridge.
Yeah, and it was a family that wasn't in church before, and that's where Pure Joy blesses me, because I feel like, we're not just ministering to the kids in here. We're making it possible for moms and dads, sometimes for the first time, to sit in service by themselves together, not by themselves together, but as a husband and wife sit, and be fed together.
Right. I said one more thing I'd like to say, if this is an okay time to do that. She's nodding. Okay. So I think one of the biggest things I really love about the insight and the wisdom of how this was all started is that our goal here is not necessarily to always be aware of what IEP goals are and what's happening in the school system where they're work. Here, our whole philosophy is love them, keep them safe, and give them Jesus. And I just think that's wonderful, because that's what this is about. This is a safe place for the kids to come and enjoy it, and I think they do. They love coming here. We love having them. We love giving them Jesus. So.
Thank you, ladies.